Hey everybody, it's Sydney, your Plexus health coach, and today I'm going to share with you my testimony. This has been a long time coming. I can't even believe that I haven't shared this yet, but I would love to share with you the way that I felt and what brought me to the point of actually trying Plexus, even though I was super skeptical, and then what I've experienced since then. So even when I was little, I had some weird stomach issues going on. I remember my mom taking me to the doctor and I felt like I had this hard ball in my stomach, and they did a bunch of tests and they're just like, I don't know, we don't find anything wrong. Give her some laxatives. There we go. And then as I got older and eventually had children, it seemed like with every child I had, there was some weird thing that would happen. Like with my daughter, and then my son, I was not able to, I felt like I was lactose intolerant. All of a sudden, milk started bothering me. And then with another of my daughters, it was cantaloupe. I ate a huge bowl of cantaloupe when I was pregnant with her and got super sick, like so sick. I thought I needed to go to the emergency room. I had such severe stomach pain. And then it was watermelon, and then it was almonds, and all of these things. Like I would eat these foods like I normally did, but then I had this horrible reaction to them. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then moving on past that, I just was starting to get like super bloated all the time. And I'd have a hard time going to the bathroom. It might be like a week. And I was taking like Citracel, and I tried laxatives and suppositories and all these things. And I'm like, something's not right. Like I eat pretty good and I exercise and I, take supplements. Like, I don't know why this is happening to me. And so I went to several doctors and they were just like, I don't know, you're like the healthiest woman in your 40s. There's no reason for this, it just might be part of aging. And then I started feeling more fatigued. My hair was falling out. Granted, there was a lot of stress because this was heading into when I was taking care of both my parents that were dying of lung cancer. But even before then, I was having it just seemed like they were stacking more and more health issues that were unexplainable. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I would have to take a nap in the afternoon. I was just super tired. I wasn't sleeping really good at night. And the bloating was just really annoying. And then the final point was I started getting these UTIs, or what I thought was a UTI. And I'd go to the doctor, and sometimes it would test that it was, so they'd put me on an antibiotic. And then after that, then of course, what happens with most women when you're on an antibiotic, then you get a yeast infection. And so then I'm trying to take care of the yeast infection. And then I would get another UTI. For 18 months, y'all. 18 months I battled this. I was so frustrated. I tried several different supplements. I tried the cranberry juice. I tried different soaps. I changed our laundry soap. I was so tired of taking antibiotics. It felt like I had a horrible UTI all the time. Even when I would go in and get tested at the doctor and it would show negative, I still felt like I had it. I was to the point where I was so scared that I had bladder cancer. I had lost 2 very close loved ones to cancer. Most of the other family members in my family that have passed had some type of cancer. So of course, that's where your mind goes, right? So I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had been watching a friend of mine, who is now a dear friend of mine, post about this Plexus stuff. And 10 years ago, when I had severe stomach issues, then when I met my husband, he was like, I got this friend that does Plexus. She swears by it. Like, she swears that it really helps her stomach. And I'm like, no, I am not going to do that. Well, it came back around again, and I had tried all the things, and I knew I did not want to go the prescription drug route. And I knew that I had, from research, that I had undiagnosed IBS. And I was pretty certain I had some thyroid things going on, but it was one of those things where with Western medicine, it didn't quite meet the qualifications. So they didn't say that I had thyroid issues, but I had all the signs of hypothyroidism. And so this was kind of a final straw. And I reached out to her and said, okay, I'll do it. How much does it cost? This is the final thing. And she talked me through it. She answered all my questions and I got started. From that point on, which was 2.5 years ago, I have not had a UTI since. I was shocked. Within just a week or two, I was going to the bathroom every day, if not a couple times a day. With ease. I was shocked that the bloating went away. And so it's really difficult if you have bloating. It's really hard to feel sexy or intimate with your husband. That was a huge issue too that was happening. And I didn't feel bloated anymore. I could go to bed and not feel like I was blowing up like a balloon. I didn't have to go lay down in the afternoon because my stomach hurt so bad that I needed to just rest. I didn't have to take naps anymore in the afternoon. I was starting to have more energy. And one thing that I noticed is my mood wasn't up and down and up and down. Like there were a lot of things that as my body started healing from the inside out, I realized and didn't even really know that it was an issue in the first place. But when you start feeling better and you compare it to the way that you did feel, you're like, wow, that's so cool. Like I could handle things with the girls much easier. I was just happier and sleeping better. I didn't even realize that sleep was like a horrible thing that I was dealing with. I knew I was having kind of some issues with it, but it really improved. And so move forward about, I don't know if it was about a year. And I thought, you know what? Like we always do, I don't need these anymore. Like I'm good. I healed. Everything's great. I'm just going to cancel my subscription for a little bit. I think I'm good. Kind of like when, you take allergies, which is another, I'll touch on that, allergies. So I got off. Within 2 weeks, everything started coming back. I started getting bloated. I was feeling more irritated, a little more depressed. I was having a hard time going to the bathroom. I was waking up several times a night. And I was like, I got to get back on. And I wasn't even the one that said anything to my husband. My husband was the one that said, you have to start taking that again. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what we have to do to pay for it. But that's the only thing that has worked for you the entire time we have been together, which was 11 years at that point. So I said, okay. And so I shared it with a few other people. And they're like, I'm feeling that same way. Do you think it can help me? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe like it helped me. It's helping all these other people. Let's give it a try. And so it's just kind of blown up from there. Like, I think everybody has some type of gut issue because there's so much crap in the food that we eat. The preservatives, the artificial sweeteners, the diet pops. That's another thing. I've not had a pop in probably a year. Zero craving for it. Sugar, I used to have to eat sugar or a candy bar or something like every day. And I would jokingly say, yeah, I got to have just a little something every day. I can go weeks without it. I just don't crave it. And allergies. This is the first year in 15, 20 years that I didn't have to take allergy medicine. I didn't have to get any shots. I didn't have to get the Kenalog shot, I think is what it's called. So guys, gut health links to everything. It links to headaches. It links to PCOS. It links to, and I don't want to name off or say like this is the end all be all, but I want to name off a bunch of diseases or chronic conditions because we're not supposed to claim that. But I can tell you, I've heard some pretty amazing testimonies of people that have healed because of Plexus and because they've been able to heal from the inside out. It is so freeing to be off of all medication. I was able to get myself off of antidepressants. I was able to get myself off of heart medications because of palpitations. I was able to get myself off of antibiotics because I've not had a UTI since. So I am passionate about sharing this because I know it works. Plexus works when you are consistent, when you don't take breaks, you take them every single day, and you give it time. Some people it helps right away. Other people are really struggling and it might take 6 months. But I can tell you one thing confidently, Plexus will be something that I take the rest of my life. And I'm not upset about it because it is all natural, it is all plant-based, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial dyes. Any coloring is from beet juice. Very few, most of it is gluten-free, non-GMO. It is the best of the best. And the company is amazing. The heart of the company is truly to make sure that everybody has an opportunity for health, happiness, hope, and a healthy future. So that's my testimony. I have no gut issues. Now, there's times I eat like an idiot and maybe my stomach gets bloated because I eat like an idiot, but I've got an arsenal in my cupboard. I can take an extra bio cleanse. If I feel a sickness coming on, I can take an extra probio. I give these products to my kids. I give these products to my grandkids. If they are struggling with constipation, you can give them to your kids. It does not interfere. It's way better than Miralax. Way better than Miralax. So I hope that this was interesting to you. I hope that it resonates with you. And if you would like some more information, please reach out to me. Catch me on Facebook, catch me on Instagram, message me here, email me, whatever, because I would love to have a conversation with you to see if this might be a good support system for you too. But thanks for listening and catch me on my next video.